Dan Illman, Mike Beer kicking off the graded stakes action at Saratoga on Travers Saturday with race number 4. We also kick off a 50-cent pick 4 with the Ballston Spa. Here's the field, fillies and mares going a mile and a 16th on the inner turf. Chad Brown, of course, is very well represented, but the horse to beat is the number 3, Viadera. Very impressive winner of the Grade 1 Matriarch last year. Returned off a lengthy layoff and didn't have the best trip in the De La Rose.
Yeah, things went against her last time. To me, she's way the horse to beat. The morning line suggests it could be pretty close, but to me, she's way the horse to beat.
Taking a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector, you'll note that Viadera is a horse that is tactical. She can stay close to a situation that is blue bar, favoring horses on or near the early lead. Platinum Painter is fast. She has been chasing some solid paces in her last few races. I think she makes the lead here.
Yeah, I think they'll be on the front here. She's a very respectable horse, sort of been holding her own in some tough races. The question is, can she improve just a little bit? Because it feels like, she has trouble getting over the hump against these horses.
High Opinion, the number 1, is one of trainer Tony Dutro's sharp horses this meet at Saratoga. Let's watch the win on July the 31st. Only an entry-level allowance race, contested over good going, but you see she has a lot of work to do, a lot of horses in front of her turning into the stretch. She's going to get out into the clear, and she's going to come with a really strong run to get up. Career best performance, I think, for High Opinion, who showed some ability last year and might be racing herself back into shape.
Yeah, this is a really good performance. You saw the favorite there, the 8, got the jump on her in the stretch. This horse fired a good one to close her down. I liked her cutting back for that race too, Dan. I'm not sure what the plan was to go 10 furlongs with her 2 races in a row. It doesn't feel like she wants to go that far. She's much better at this shorter trip. She really improved last time. I think she's a very dangerous horse in here.
Chad has Tama here, who was second to Juliet Foxtrot and a paceless Jenny Wiley 3 starts back, her seasonal debut. Probably overmatched just a little bit in the Just a Game 2 back. Let's watch her most recent start at Saratoga. Chad dropped her into a 3 other than. She's 1-2 on this day, and she finishes second to I'll Handle the Cash. Thoughts on this performance, Mike?
I don't know if there's really that much to say. I mean, she gets wired in here, so I guess if you're looking to give this horse yet another excuse, you could just say, well, this horse got to the front on her and she couldn't catch. But overall, she got a good trip in here. She never really makes a race of it. She just gets up for a second. She's been a disappointment since she got here. Her stateside debut in the Sands Point was really impressive. Since then, she's been a big disappointment.
It's taken Chad a while to get Viadera healthy and back to the races. She won the Matriarch in November of 2020. It took him about 8.5 months to run in the De La Rose. She did not have a great trip in that race. I was a little bit surprised that she was so far behind in the early portion, but she came with a little bit of a run, and it indicates that she still can run. She'll likely build off of that effort. And I agree with you, Mike. 8-5 on the morning line. She might go off shorter.
Yeah, we'll see how they wind up betting this. She just feels like the clear horse to beat. She's a Grade 1 winner. I know all 3 of her wins last year were sort of close finishes, but she ran really well in all of those races. And I would argue she did it against horses that are a lot better than these horses. Her race off the layoff last time was actually good, Dan. I mean, it really looked like Rosario was gearing up for one of those in-out runs from last. And unfortunately for him, he got blocked in sort of the upper stretch. He had to steady. And, when the leaders are sprinting home in 22 and change, you're just not going to be able to overcome something like that. I actually felt like she ran really well last time.
I wonder if New York Girl's dirtied up just a little bit. She's placed in 3 graded stakes races this year, 2 starts back. We talked about the Just a Game. That was just an extremely tough race. Altica and Summer Romance, probably 2 of the better filly and mare turf routers in the entire division. And then last time out, she just lost a lot of ground early, Mike, and I think that cost her all chance.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that. I mean, it felt like the right spot for her. She checked pretty sharply going into the first turn and lost position. Just couldn't recover after that. I could sort of go either way with this horse, Dan. I don't necessarily like her that much earlier this year. If she's going to be a great price in this race, I won't argue with anyone who wants to give her another chance. I'm just not sure that I'm convinced that she's that good.
Here's the expected pace setter, Platinum Painter, running second at Saratoga on August the 1st. She wasn't able to make the lead in this race, chasing a pace setter that was a big price. She sat in second. She's going to come with a run. You're going to see New York Girl eventually get up for 4th in here. Kind of an even performance for Platinum Painter, eventually going by the leader, but she was never winning this race.
No, never winning this race. Just gets steamrolled by a Chad Brown horse there. Ran, I guess, her typical race. I don't know, Dan. She could get loose in here. Speed is always dangerous on this inner turf course, and so maybe she'll carry her speed a long way. I'm just not thrilled with her recent races.
The California Queen also goes out for Chad Brown. I think this one's improved a bit with the addition of blinkers. Let's watch her last race, the Matchmaker. Pace really picked up internally. You see the big favorite, Juliet Foxtrot, just shot through along the inside. California Queen had to go 4 wide on the turn. California Queen makes a good, strong charge to eventually collar the favorite, but another Chad Brown train runner is going to come over the top of her. I thought all in all, this was a useful performance for a filly that's slowly getting better.
I agree. I thought she ran well in here. I know she got, kicked down at the end there, but she made the first run at Juliet Foxtrot. And as you say, did collar her late. I thought it was a good performance. They gave her class relief 2 starts back where they cut her back in distance. She was a pretty impressive winner that day, too. I think she has some potential.
She has potential, but she's going to have to improve a little bit to beat Viadera. As we take a look at our top picks for the Grade 2 Ballston Spa, and that's where you're going. Viadera is the horse to beat. I wonder if California Queen can take that slight step forward at a slightly better price, but I do have a tremendous amount of respect for Viadera.
Yeah, I just think she's way the horse to beat in here, Dan, and maybe it's just the right spot for her. I personally think she ran better than it looks maybe off the layoff last time. I thought about trying to beat her with High Opinion. I do think High Opinion is going to run well in here, but she's going to have to take a step forward.
And she might need just a little bit more pace than what's expected. She likes to come from the back of the pack as she steps up. 3162 for Mike, 6153 for me. It's the Grade 2 Ballston Spa on Travers Saturday. Good luck.